Your smile lights up a room. There's not a single thing that I would change about you, 'cause you're perfect way that God made you.
Anika Clarke, and I'm from Trinidad. I've been living here for 20 years. I was diagnosed in March of 2015, and I was 32. He said it was like stage 3A. I can also say like 2B, but it was early stage 3. It was initially detected by a breast self-exam. Actually, my self-exam was not really a self-exam. I was taking a shower, and I just felt the lump in my breast. And then I, went further to feel and probe and poke and then I asked my friend, like, listen, can you feel this? This doesn't feel right. Like, do you feel the lump? Am I going crazy? And I actually thought it was 2 lumps, but it was just one big one. The doctor told me it was 5 centimeters. Initially, when I felt the lump, I was a little nervous, but I didn't want to believe that, something was actually wrong. And it took me some time to actually go figure out, like go to the doctor and find out what was up. I felt real confused because I didn't believe that somebody my age could actually have breast cancer. I was hoping that he came back telling me that it was something else, something minor that would go away. A few weeks after I did all the surgery to take the breast out and put the expanders in, I ended up getting an infection, and that pushed my chemotherapy back. So at the time that I got to my oncologist and he ran his tests, it came back that my cancer had spread to my bones, making it a stage 4. OMG was the first thing that came to mind when he told me this. I'm like, are you serious? Like, am I gonna live? Am I gonna die? Like, what are you telling me? At the same time he gave me that news, he said, we're gonna start you on a chemotherapy immediately. Like, I went into his office just for, to find out the results of my scans and my blood work and whatnot. But he was like, nope, we're starting you on chemotherapy right now. We did not have the stress test on your heart yet, but you're young, you're fine, you can take it. It was a bit scary and lonely because my first chemotherapy session I did by myself. The treatment process is crazy. I wouldn't wish chemotherapy on anyone. When I first started, they gave you pre-meds to, in case you're allergic to the chemotherapy. The pre-meds alone made me, drowsy, tired, very like, ugh. And the chemo itself is like, I can have the chemo today, but I don't have the side effects of it until maybe like 2 weeks from now. It's anywhere from nausea to pain to just tired and don't want to do anything. My physical appearance, well, having the flat chest, it wasn't too bad because growing up I always wished I had smaller boobs. Like, that probably was a bad thing because don't ask, you shall receive. Losing the hair, that was not a big problem for me because I've had my hair short before. The worst part, I think, was losing my eyebrows. That took a toll on me a little bit emotionally because just waking up and looking at yourself with no eyebrows, no eyelashes, it's like, ugh. I thought I looked like a freak. But, luckily I knew how to pencil it in. I just had to wake up a little 20 minutes earlier just to draw my eyebrows back on. And also, my skin changed. It got a lot drier. My nails started falling off. Yeah, I lost like 2 of my big toe nails. I'm half acrylic on them now. Coping with your parents during treatment, I mean, that just has to come from within. You gotta accept what you're going through. Know that it's temporary. You're not gonna stay like that. You know, most of the time your hair grows back different texture, which is like, it's cool. But, practice makeup. I spent a lot of time practicing my makeup, and now you can't tell me, girl, you can't tell me I can't do makeup. There is a history of breast cancer in my family. My grandmother, she had breast cancer, and after I was diagnosed, I found out that my cousin was also battling breast cancer. And after I found out, I reached out to my cousin, and she was pretty much my support, started being my support when I started my journey. She supported me by, letting me know everything is going to be okay, and by telling me this is what to expect. So that helped a whole lot, knowing what to expect. Because when he first told me that I had breast cancer, I had no idea, like, what to expect. Because with my grandmother, I don't know what she went through. It wasn't something that we really spoke about. The stigma of cancer in the Caribbean community, I think we don't talk about it enough. And how we deal with it, a lot of Caribbean people, I don't think they really deal with it. They think that it's something that they can cure with just herbs, or maybe the doctor's just like trying to get my money, but I think that we need to talk about it more, and we need to be a little more open and do our research on this stuff. But my cousin, like, talking to her, she's telling me like, this is going to happen, this is, and these are the steps, and these are the questions I should ask my doctor when I see them too. Knowing that somebody's going through it and they're surviving it, I probably wouldn't have been as stressed in the beginning. Telling my parents it was kind of hard. My dad was a little bit easier, only because I know he's a little tougher, but then he like hides it a little bit, Telling my mom was nerve-wracking because she still lives in Trinidad. And it's like, oh my God, my child is going through this and I'm not there. It took me, I think, 2 weeks of me finding out before I actually told her. With me, I know it was, oh, okay, you're gonna get through this. But I know on the inside, she was like balling up. My siblings, they were very supportive. My sister actually used to come down from Philly, every 3 weeks to go with me to my treatments, which was pretty cool. Even friends that I have been out of touch with, they came back and was like, yo, I'm here for you, anything you need. Even if it's just to talk or like vent or complain or cry on their shoulder, they came back. I felt loved. I felt not alone. I felt like I wasn't, in the struggle by myself. I continued to work while on treatment, but at first it was a bit difficult because it made me so tired and nauseous. A lot of the times I would either have to leave work early or just call out because I just couldn't get up to go to work. My struggle was getting my work to give me the time off. So I had to take a lot of personal time in order to do what I needed to do. Eventually it changed, but because I, spoke with my managers, my personal managers closer to me, they helped me out a lot. Scheduling my days off for the, I'll have to work 5 days straight and then get my 2 days off and then 2 days to recover. So I need 2 days off for the following week and then work another 5 days straight. That's the only thing, but I don't have a problem with it. Managers do need to be a little bit more understanding. Luckily for me, I found 2 of my managers now that are very understanding. The first 2 managers, it was a bit like pulling teeth. What made me post my first thing on Facebook was the fact that everybody, started calling and asking. So I figured hey, this is a good way to reach out to everybody, to let everybody know what I'm going through, especially to my friends and family that's in Trinidad. that's not here. And, by being a video, they can actually see, my facial expressions and that I'm okay and I'm not, stressing over it.
Good morning, everybody. Just wanted to say thanks for all the support I got yesterday and all the support I'm gonna get in the future. Can't do this alone, Need your support. It's a long road to go. We have to go. That's all I got my back, right? Okay. Yesterday was the first round of chemo. I have many more to go. Today, this morning, I feel fine. They said the first one is not that bad. The second and third one I gotta watch out for. Or maybe the fourth also. I don't know. But we'll see. I'm ready. Built for tough. Yeah, me. Tough. What? Can't see what? What? Cancer? Yeah, I got it. As you can see, it don't discriminate. Watch yourself. Check yourself. Men, you too. Megan, breast cancer. If you know me, I had some good ones. Go and check out pictures. I miss them. But I'm gonna get some better ones. That's not gonna kill me. Yeah. Again, thanks for your support and your continued support. Those of you who've been there from day. Thank you. Love you guys. Keep it posted.
I had people actually ask me, why would you put your personal business on social media like that? And I'm like, why not? It's my life, So I think more people need to be more vocal about what they're going through. It helps them, like getting the support they need, getting the treatment that they need. I definitely had moments where I'm like, oh my God, I'm done with this. I can't go through this anymore. But then I sit there and I remember, like, I'm not alone. I'm not the only one dealing with this. I have friends, I have family that's going through this, and I kind of have to stay positive for them too. But sometimes the pain is just like, oh. A positive outlook does help. Like, you're not just looking at, oh, I have cancer, like, woe is me. You will have days that you can't do certain things or you don't feel like doing certain things. But positive side, you have your health, you have strength. Why not get out and just live life? I got my strength from God. From the time I found out the news and I was all distraught and, one day I was just like sitting on my bed and I just felt like, like he came and he sat with me and he told me everything is going to be okay. But yeah, I think that's where I got my strength from. My greatest strength now, I'm a lot more outspoken. Yeah, I was very shy before, but now just posting and seeing that, hey, you're helping people too, just by, letting people know what you're going through. I've actually had 2 people that reached out to me for advice, a coworker and a friend of mine that actually saw the video on Facebook and like, hey, I had this lump in my breast for 10 years now, and like, I'm not as brave as you to put that on Facebook, but she actually called me and we spoke about it. It made me feel like, I'm doing something. It's not much, I don't think, but it's kind of good knowing that I've helped someone. Luckily, her cancer wasn't as far gone as mine is, but she was able to go get checked and, take care of her situation. The sooner, the better. Go get checked. Especially if you have a history in your family. Like, even if the doctor tells you, like, listen, you're too young because, breast cancer, normally they say like 40. you should get a mammogram done. If there's a history in your family, I don't care. Go get it. Go get tested. Going through this, I even learned that men get breast cancer. Like, what? Men getting breast cancer? And also I found out that the youngest case was an 8-year-old girl that had breast cancer. So you're not too young, you're not too pretty, you're not too cute. Go get checked. Would I do anything differently? I don't think so. Maybe I probably could talk about it more. I'll probably put more posts on Facebook. I can do whatever I set out to do. If I put my mind to do something, I can do it. I put my mind out to beat this thing, and I'm going to beat it. My outlook on life has gotten a lot better. I've gotten stronger. And I think I've gotten a little bit more confidence and a little less shy.
Superwoman.
Yes.
Okay.
Courageous, beautiful woman that you are, we're gonna pull through.
Don't give up, don't quit, we can beat this.
Your smile